Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about how to prepare for a technical interview. Before we get to the content, please be sure to like this video. Subscribe so you can get more content in oil and gas and professional development topics. And please be sure to comment on the video below so I can incorporate your feedback into future videos. Please be sure to hit that notification bell when you do subscribe, because I'm going to upload way more than I used to. Well, let's get to the content. Okay. How do you prepare for a technical interview? That's a common question I get from quite a few people when they message me on LinkedIn or when they comment on my YouTube videos, or even when they find my email and they email me. Now, most recently, I've just been posting my email, so now when they email me. I'm going to talk about how to prepare for these technical interviews, and it's not how you think they should be running. So the first thing I'll talk about is make sure you ask clarifying questions. It's okay to ask some questions in order for you to set the foundation of how you're going to conduct answering a technical question. So for example, you can ask, may I make a few assumptions, or are there any extra information that I need to know in order for me to solve this problem? That shows that you are willing to look at the scope of the problem as opposed to immediately go to the solution mode and get to the solution. Understanding all sorts of the problem will help you develop the solution a lot better. The next part I'd like to talk about in terms of how to prepare for a technical interview is that state your assumptions. If you just go ahead and talk about how you solve the problem without stating your assumptions, or if you just blurt out an answer, your interview is going to be really confused. If you state your assumptions, and if you were given permission to state some assumptions about how to solve a problem, then make sure those assumptions are clear. That shows how you're thinking about the problem and how you're thinking about approaching the solution, and that is going to leave a technical interviewer more impressed than actually getting the answer right. Now, the third thing I'll talk about in order to prepare for a technical interview is make sure you talk about how you are solving the problem, how to approach the problem. Talking about the workflow that you used in order to solve the problem, talking about your thought process, what you're thinking in your mind. This goes hand in hand with the assumptions. Thinking about your thought process, thinking about what you're going to do next, and then what you're going to do next, and what you're going to do next. I mean, to the point where you're over communicating. I think that is going to put you in the clear for a technical interview, regardless if the answer is right or wrong. And that's everything I want to share with you regarding a technical interview. There's really not much to it. But the one thing I will tell you is a bonus. If you are able to give a range for your answer for your technical interviews, mention the range and then mention some probabilities of successes and make sure you back it up with those assumptions. At the end of the day, when I say that a technical interview is not how you think it's going to be run, I'm basing it off of it's not always about if the answer is right or if you get to the answer the fastest. It's about how you communicate, because the technical interview is just another behavioral interview in disguise. Well, folks, that's everything I wanted to share today. This is Yoga Pradhan. If you can't pronounce it, I'm Yoshi Pradhan, and I'm on the market.